For me, getting the number 3, which is my lucky number, means that this is the right path for me. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Heini. You're watching Strawberry Lifts, and hello, welcome. I'm really happy to see you. How are you? If you're new, make sure that you hit subscribe down there to get notified of my newest uploads. And without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. As a lot of you guys know, I have competed in my first ever bikini show last weekend, which was the UKBFF Ultimate Beginner Show in Gravesend, Kent. Ever since I uploaded my show day vlog, I've been wanting to sit down in front of a camera and talk you guys through what happened, because I feel like there has been a lot of things that I didn't really recap and I couldn't really talk about in that video because it was just a huge mess. Like there were so many things happening at the same time, and right after my show, like 2 days later, I moved out of my flat in London. I moved back with my parents for a month, and now I'm in Austria, just, you know, taking some time off with my parents. And then after this, like in a month's time, I'm gonna move to Vienna, Austria, because my year abroad starts at uni. And you know, like, life has just been crazy. I had an overall amazing experience. Like, it's kind of a blur right now because in the past week, like, I literally did so many things, I can't even count them. It's been a great experience, and I know I didn't really perform well, and that was not even the point. The point of me going there and doing that competition was to gain some experience, and we knew that I was not going to come in lean, or as lean as we wanted to, but this competition for me was a competition to gain some stage experience and to see how things go, and that is what this did, and that is why I had an amazing time, because I knew that I didn't really, you know, that I didn't really have to worry about placing high because this competition didn't really count for me. And just so you guys know, I am currently 6 weeks out, so that means that I have 6 weeks to make incredible, like insane amounts of improvements, because I want to come in as lean as I can, and I want to bring my best ever package to the stage next time I step on it. So I'm gonna stop rambling and start talking about the competition itself. Before I even talk about like competition day and what I need to improve, there are 2 things that I really want to mention, one of them being travel. So because my next competition will be in another country compared to where I will be located, I really need to spend time just acclimating to my competition location. So that means that I need to give myself a lot more time than this time when traveling to my next competitions. And the next thing about traveling is sorting out accommodation as soon as possible, because this time around we didn't really have a lot of time before. We reserved the hotel room where I stayed with my sister, and it was just a lot more expensive than I thought, and it was in a great location though, but it just wasn't optimal. So I really need to figure out accommodation as soon as possible. And then the second thing is that I have to make sure that I have my sewing kit with me, because my bikini snapped in half the night before the competition, as you guys have seen in my previous video. And honestly, it was like I almost had a mental breakdown because of it, because I felt so lost and I was so stressed and anxious. So having my sewing kit is essential, and I really need to remember this for next time. So here it is. Future me, remember to bring your sewing kit with you. Now, one thing that really bothered me was that my false lashes would not stick on my eyelids. So maybe next time I need to just set aside 30 to 45 minutes to put those on, because those babies did not want to stick, even though I was doing everything right and I practiced so many times. Also, my foundation could be a tiny bit darker, maybe to match my neck a bit more around the face, and then get lighter in the middle, but that is just a tiny little thing to correct. Overall, I think that I had an amazing makeup, and it was sparkly, it was not too dramatic, it went great with my bikini, and I just loved it. Like, being in full glam makeup, because I got it done by the time I got to the venue, I literally didn't have to worry about anything other than registration. Like, that was the best thing about doing my own makeup at the time when I wanted to do it. So the morning of the competition, I woke up really early. I started on my makeup, as I told you guys before, and I walked over to the tanning salon where we got our tans on. It was like 10 minutes away from the hotel where I was staying, so it was a great location. Like, I just had to walk over, but I didn't bring anything with me other than my credit card, my phone, and an ID, I think. And I got in, I got my first layer of tan, I got some tips and tricks for next time, like exfoliating more in the boob and the underarm area. So after I got my first coat of tan, it started pouring outside and I got so stressed. But thankfully, one of the girls who tanned us offered to take me from the tanning place to the hotel, so that was really, really nice from her. So I literally just waited like 2 more hours, and then I was like doing my makeup and eating in the meantime, and then I got back, I got my second layer, and I was told that I had to keep more cool because I was turning green. So if you guys don't know anything about competition tanning, it's not like a regular tan that you can wash off. You literally just get like layers and layers of super dark tan. And one thing you need to know about it is that if you wear deodorant, perfume, body spray, or if you start sweating or getting warm, it turns green. And I was looking like fucking Fiona from Shrek in her ogre form. I was literally the only girl who had to be touched up like 3 times. And that is something that I need to work on next time, so maybe I'll bring a fan with me or just try to wear less clothing in general. But yeah, that was one thing. And then after I got touched up like 3 times, I got on stage and it was super warm because of the bright lights, and I started sweating and it started dripping like in between my boobs and on my back, so it was really, really bad. I really need to figure out a way to keep the tan on my body without it running next time, because that is something that really matters and you can get points deducted, and I probably had a lot of points deducted because of that. So after getting my tan on, we had a lot of time to spare. Like, I literally just got to the venue, I registered, and then we had like 2 hours till the athletes meeting, and then I needed to go backstage because Junior Bikini was on second, and I had to get ready. So I was in my bikini already, and it was just great. Like, I felt so good in my bikini, and backstage was so much fun. Like, I've met so many amazing girls backstage, and everyone's just so supportive of each other, and I felt so welcome. As I've mentioned several times before, and as you could see from my stage shots, I was in competition lean by the time I had to step on stage. So I felt a little bit shit, and I kept mentioning it to the girls, and they were all so nice. They were like, oh my god, you look great, like, this is amazing, like, even stepping on stage is a huge accomplishment, and you should be proud of yourself, and you should just go out there and own it. And it was just such a positive environment, and it was so nice to be around people who were like-minded and who went through the same thing. And then for the pump up, I really need to make sure that I know what's going on stage, because I need at least 15 to 20 minutes to pump up and to make sure that all the carbs are in my muscles on time, because this time around it was just a huge mess. The only thing that was really, really positive is that I got my lucky number, which is number 3. For me, getting the number 3, which is my lucky number, means that this is the right path for me, and even though I didn't place at this competition, it means that my time was not this time, but that I am on the right path towards success at this sport. So basically, I was super, super happy for getting that number because it meant a lot to me. So when it came to stepping on stage, I just was not feeling nervous at all. I was like, okay, let's have fun. I was there to have fun, to gain experience, you know what I mean? I was pumping up backstage. Everyone was like really nervous. And when I stepped on stage, I kid you not, like I felt calm. I knew what I was doing, but my mouth, I was smiling real nice and it started torching. Like, my sister told me that she could see it from the audience, so just imagine the judges seeing that. All in all, I had a lot of fun on stage. It was a blast. I just really enjoyed the experience. I knew that people are gonna look at me because I was a bit bigger framed than other girls and not as lean. I think they liked how I posed, and I got really nice comments from the other girls on my posing, so that is really nice. So maybe for next time, I'm gonna polish it down a little tiny bit, make sure that I am hitting the best poses possible for my body and coming up with staple poses that suit me, and then setting timers, because I feel like holding the poses was just a struggle for me. Also, I need to learn how to vacuum my stomach, because that is a really weak area of mine and I really need to work on it. So yeah, I had a lot of fun, and now I have 6 weeks to perfect everything and kind of get back to the leanness where I was and even further, because I want to come in as tight and as lean as possible. Currently I am around 2 kilos over stage weight, but that is probably because of all the stress of moving, all the traveling and everything. Like, it just made me hold water, and my cortisol levels have been high for the past couple of days, so I am going to try working on those and resting a bit more. So overall, my first competing experience in the bikini category has been great, and I had a blast, and I can't wait to step on stage again soon, in 6 weeks exactly. And honestly, I really do feel like I found my sport, and no matter what anyone says to me or what anyone tells me, I am not gonna stop till I succeed. And this is something that I've been wanting for a long time. I've been prepping for a long time, and I am going to make sure that I make the most out of it. Yeah, anyways, this was the video for today. I really hope that you enjoyed this new style that I am trying out. It's basically just switching up the places where I record, and I recorded this video throughout a whole day. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this new style video, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video itself and the content that I created. If you have any questions, concerns, comments about competing, nutrition, fitness, health, lifestyle, whatever, leave them in the comment section below. And if you want to see what I do on a day-to-day basis, make sure that you are following me on Instagram at strawberrylifts, because I post daily on my feed, and I post on Insta stories almost every hour. And if you enjoy this video, give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, I don't understand you. Just hit that little subscribe button right now, and I will see you in the next video. All right, talk to you later. Bye.